Hey everyone, we are Zach and Anna Spradling. We are the owners of the Spradling Group in Overland Park, Kansas. And we just wanted to share a little bit about our story, how I went from being a railroad conductor and Anna being a single agent to a Real Trends top 10 real estate team in the entire state of Kansas in 2020. We went from 17 closed units in 2018 to 170 closed units in 2020. This year, we will close $60 million in volume for over 200 units. And next year, we have a huge goal of closing $200 million in real estate and 600 houses sold. And we are absolutely not going to be able to do that by ourselves. We are looking to partner with some really incredible real estate agents. And we just wanted to share a little bit about our journey, how we got there, to show other agents that if we can do it, that it's absolutely possible.
Yeah, for sure. So I want to share a little bit of our story. You know, when I met Zach in Springfield, Missouri, he was a custom home builder. Yep. I was getting my MBA in Missouri State University. And I just realized that real estate has everything to do with helping people in marketing. I fell in love with real estate. So I got my license and I was solo agent there. And of course, as you know, the housing crashed 2008, 2010. I remember like days on the market was like over 100 days on the market. People were not building anymore.
Oh, yeah.
So Zach decided to, get a job at the railroad, BNSF. And because of that, we were transferred from Springfield, Missouri to Kansas City.
Yep, back in 2010.
Yes, and I just transferred my license here and continue being a solo agent here. I was doing pretty well, between 4 or 5 million a year, and everything was based on referral. I was involved like over than 12 networking groups. I was just meeting people and just like serving my clients right. And I was 100% based on referrals. My entire business was just referrals. And it was amazing. I met a lot of people, but unfortunately my income was unpredictable. Some months I was getting lots of referrals that were closing. Some other months I was like not getting as many or one or two. So it was like peaks and valleys all the time.
Yep. And during that time, I was working on the railroad and we started to have kids.
Yes.
So I was working 24/7 at the railroad, or on call 24/7, had no control over my schedule. We had kids. Anna was used to going to, like she said, all these networking events.
Lunch.
And it just became very difficult for her to go all those events, for her to be, a mother, for her to be a full-time real estate agent, me working at the railroad. So one of the things, we started to really do some searching of, okay, how could I get away from being at the railroad?
Yes.
And there has to be a better way than our business, than Anna's real estate business, just being completely just controlled and at the mercy of friends and family giving referrals.
Because it was so inconsistent. I remember 2017, I think it was like the highest I got, like 32 closings. It was like 8 million
in volume.
And out of a sudden, like 2018, I closed 17. So it was like, oh my goodness, what's happening? I can no longer, if we want Zach to leave the railroad, we need to find a solution, because I cannot go up and down anymore.
Yep. So I spent many hours on trains just reverse engineering of how we could take Anna's business to the next level, and trying to just engineer how I could create a job for myself from the railroad to being a real estate agent. And we just had a huge realization that we needed more opportunities than just our sphere of influence. So really the solution, we didn't have a ton of money to invest in like online leads. We kind of like knew that's what we wanted to do, but we didn't have the money at that time.
Yeah, so we were starting to research all types of lead pillars and, to generate like more leads. So we did everything, try everything: calling expires, calling Facebook, door knocking, circle prospecting. And then we picked mega open houses.
Yeah.
I love open houses.
Yep. The open houses were not a ton of money to do. We could put out like 50 signs, really market them heavy on Facebook, do Facebook live tours. And Anna was amazing at that. And the mega open houses started to pick up traction. We started to learn how to take a client that came in just looking at the open house, how to provide value, how to input them into a CRM, how to do a follow-up system on them. And we started to get some pretty good traction.
Yes, I remember we had like 4 closes in the same month. And then we got all that money and invested in online leads.
Yep. So we just, and December of, I think, 2018, we took that money from the closings that Anna got from the open houses. And remember, she said we closed 4 in a single month. That previous year, she closed 17 the entire year.
Yes.
So 4 closings.
Yeah.
So 4 closings in a month was like a ton of money for us. And we just took that, put it into online leads, and it just started blowing up. Anna started going on like 3 and 4 appointments a day.
That was so crazy. It was surreal. Like, I remember my coaching was saying, like, you have to work hard to have, like, 2 appointments a day. I was like, 2 appointments a day? That was like crazy to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can do like 2 appointments like every other week, or maybe, 4 appointments a month, or like not a day. But then out of a sudden I was doing 3, 4, or even more appointments a day. It was amazing.
Yep. And so I started, as this thing started to pick up speed, we could kind of see the writing on the wall that I may be able to leave the job at the railroad. So I started studying to get my real estate license. And in January of 2019, I got my real estate license. And I was taking calls like at the railroad, like for Anna, like setting appointments for, saying, hey, you need to be at this house in an hour. I just talked to this person. They're ready to buy a house. And so
I was going to one appointment afterward, another for sure. Yes. And then like in March 2019, my friend was going to the Tony Robbins UPW, and I got so excited. I was like, I need to go to this, event. We see Tony Robbins for the first time. Of course, I was super busy, lots of like showings. I talked to a few agents in my office to cover for me while I was there. But then while I was there, my clients were calling me, wanting to see a house that just popped up. And unfortunately, some of those agents were not available at the time I needed.
Yeah. So I remember Anna calling me at the Tony Robbins conference, and she's saying, hey, I need you to show houses for me this weekend. And I'm like, hey, I got to work this weekend. The railroad's going to be calling me in a couple hours to go into work, and I'm not going to be able to show houses. I just got my license, and I'm very new to this. And she's like, well, these are like pre-approved, ready to go buyers. Like if I don't show them houses, we're probably going to lose them as a client. And so everything had been leading up to this point, and I had to make a decision in that moment that I was going to burn the ship, that I was going to leave the railroad and go full on in real estate. And so that weekend, and I actually quit the railroad. And the reason I quit was because I have a very, very strict attendance policy that if I took one day off, I was going to get fired anyway.
Yeah,
so I had to.
Already maxed out.
I was already maxed out. So I had to go ahead and I just quit. I showed homes that weekend. I put 3 buyers under contract. And that was like me.
The start of our team.
That was the start of the team. I was now on Anna's team full time.
Yes, for sure. And then like as we were like showing houses, putting clients out there, client under contract, we quickly realized our strengths, right? Like, so I love contract negotiation, listings, and Zach was pretty good on showing houses and building systems.
But I didn't really like, the contract negotiations and all that type of stuff. And like, that was Anna's like strength that she just said. So we just kind of like played to our strengths, and like, Anna, you take this, I'll take the lead follow-up, I'll be building the systems. And that's kind of how our model for the past 2 years kind of came about. Yeah. I became like an ISA, I was setting appointments, and I became Anna's showing partner.
Yes, and we built our showing partner model, so he was like setting up appointments, going to showings. As soon as the clients wanted to write an offer, I took over all the way through the, all the steps of advice process and the listing process as well. And it worked pretty well. Was like an well oil machine. Yeah,
we were able to just really focus on to stay in our lane and focus. And I was really focused on building out systems, and we got to where we were converting leads at some of the highest conversion rates in the country.
In the nation, yeah.
And Anna was really focusing on contract negotiations, which is an absolute just killer at that.
And the incredible thing that happened is like all those online leads became my past clients, and because of the amazing service that they were getting, the referrals were coming in so much faster.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Our business grew 10 times our overall business, from 17 units to 170 units in 24 months. Well, that's our overall business, but our sphere of influence business grew by 300%. So our amount of referrals tripled in that same amount of time.
That's incredible.
So yeah, it was absolutely amazing. And then, so we've done that the past couple years. We kept like a really small Navy SEAL team. We had an ISA, a couple showing partners. Anna was
admin, a transaction coordinator.
Yep. And then Anna acting as that buyer's agent role and listing agent role.
And we got the attention like nationwide because our conversion was so high.
Yep.
And then now, so like we had the opportunity to actually build a team to share all the knowledge that we had.
And it was just an amazing opportunity, like Anna said, to share what we had built, to share with others so others can have just a really amazing experience in real estate. So we are in the process now of teaching other agents how to make over $100,000 their very first year in real estate,
Yes.
which is super exciting. So, you know, the online lead opportunity, it provides a base of business. Like
Yes.
it should never be your single pillar, but it should provide one pillar that smooths out your business.
So they don't have to go through what I went through, the peaks and valleys. Sometimes you have money, sometimes you don't have money.
Yeah.
And that's where you just like a consistent base of income.
Yeah, so the whole goal and the whole system we're teaching is to take an online lead, run it through a sales system, turn it into a past client that generates referrals, that repeats the cycle and creates future business.
Yes, it's amazing.
Yep. And then so we're looking, for us to grow our team to these huge goals, to be the #1 team in Kansas City, and to bring on other agents that can make $100,000 their very first year in real estate, we are looking for an ideal agent.
Yes. We want to partner up with real estate agents who want to work full-time, they're fully committed, and then have the core values. We're super, super big in core values because, we are protecting our family. They're just like a family.
Yeah, the agents on our team are just like our family. So we want to bring in people, like we're kind of like a country club. We want to bring in people that share our core values, that are committed to really doing real estate at a super high level. And really our core values are agents that are humble, hungry, and smart.
Yes, and humble is like have the servant heart first, the teachable heart and accountable. That teachable heart that we have lots of information that we went through. We spend a lot of money and time.
Yeah.
We can wait to find somebody that has that, humble heart to be teachable, to learn, and the servant heart, to serve our clients first and foremost, and be accountable. Accountability is our very important thing here, and then somebody that is looking to be accountable as well.
Yep, and we're looking for agents that are hungry, like we said, here, people that are all in, full-time, fully committed. We are looking for people who are hungry, that notice an opportunity in front of them, and they just go for it. Someone that has grit, that has perseverance, that is committed to like ongoing improvement to themselves, and that will get the outcome no matter what, right?
Yes, and they have that chip on their shoulder. They want to make this happen, and no matter what, they will serve their clients, so well and get things done for sure. And then it's smart. Our team has high tech knowledge. It's a high tech knowledge base,
Yep.
And we need somebody that understand the contracts. I always say contracts is power. You know how to negotiate, so that's why we want people that are proficient on the contracts, technology, and we will teach you guys that too, and have emotional intelligence. When you buy and sell a house, emotions go high. We want somebody that, is smart and have emotional intelligence as well.
And like Anna said, like we teach all these things. We just want somebody that leans into that catches on to it, that understands it. So we teach our systems. It's an open playbook from start to finish, how to do our system. So just people who are hungry for that are humble, that know, everything that we've done and put into it, and that are incredibly intelligent, that just want to learn and pick things up quick.
Yes, for sure.
So a lot of people are asking, what's next for us, like what we're focusing on. And really what's next is we're focusing on teaching other agents our playbook.
Yes, we're very, very excited to see in a short time period, our agents already in our team are growing so much. They have 5, even 6 already under contract within like 60 days, 90 days.
Yep. So agents, the first 30, 60, 90 days on our team, they're putting 4, 5, 6, 7 homes under contract, on track to make over $120,000 a year. It's just really incredible to see. And we're teaching these agents, that it is possible to create a predictable income in real estate. And we do that through what I call, and what Anna has coined, the lead converting machine. This is a machine where you take an online opportunity, you run it through a sales system that creates a past client, that creates a referral, that creates future business and another opportunity at the top of that funnel. So we're teaching agents this system.
Yes. And 100,000 becomes very, very true to become,
It's very possible. It's not a
Yeah.
myth. And almost every single one of our agents are going to be able to achieve that. We set forth, we have accountability, we have metrics, we have software in place where we can reverse engineer the exact things that you need to do on a weekly, monthly, quarterly basis to reach that $100,000 a year mark. And it's very, very possible for these agents to do that.
Yeah, so we are very excited to share this with you. And then if you're interested, just contact us for sure.
Yep, please reach out to us. We'd love to discuss the opportunity with you.